Hello, welcome to the channel Autumn's Booktique. I am Autumn and this is going to be a 24-hour readathon. Also, it is going to be episode 2 of tackling my TBR. So what tackling my TBR is a little series that I decided to create. I think I was inspired by another creator, so if I remember who that is, I will post that in the description. But it's just a series to like hold me accountable and try to read as many of the physical books I own, so that way my unread to read ratio is a little less. And yeah, I love the idea, and it's something that I want to improve on. I have like basically half of my books I own unread, so I definitely want to like tackle that, you know? So let's talk numbers for a second. So I have counted my bookshelves 3 separate times, and each time I count 352 books, but I also have a master spreadsheet, which I have also triple checked that sheet, and I cannot find the missing book because on that sheet I have 351. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to use the bigger number 352, just because it's more pleasing to me. And I currently have 177 books read out of the 352 books I own. So that is exactly 50.28%. And hopefully by the end of this vlog little thing, I will have a higher percentage than that. Fingers crossed. With this, my goal is to read as many books and as little in the 24-hour time span. So I will be prioritizing my shorter books. But I am a mood reader, so if I decide to pick up anything, then that's fine. That's fine. You know, I'm just gonna run with it. I also don't want to set myself a goal of how many books to read, just because if it is overly ambitious, then I'm gonna feel really let down if I don't hit that number. You know, this is just a very like casual thing, you know, just a casual 24-hour readathon. But yeah, that's it. It is like 7 p.m., a little after 7 p.m. right now on Saturday. April 17th, but I think I'm gonna wait to start until 8 p.m. on Saturday tonight, and then go to 8 p.m. Sunday night, just because I feel like that's a good time. I feel like that's gonna be a good time to start, and I also don't know what book to start with, so that's gonna be fun to pick out. So for the next like 50-ish minutes, I'm gonna try and figure out what book to start with and where I'm gonna start reading, and I might even watch like some other booktubers do 24-hour readathons just to like amp me up, you know? But I'm excited and I hope this goes really, really well. So yeah, that's it for right now, and I will see you. I'll be updating you periodically throughout. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Hello. Okay, so it has been a couple hours. It is now 12:30-ish. It's a little before 12:30, and at 12 I finished From the Desk of Zoe Washington by Janae Marks, which is my first book of this 24-hour readathon. And I probably shouldn't have chosen this book during a 24-hour readathon because it literally took 30 minutes for me to compose myself after reading it because I was crying so much. But it was amazing. It was 5 out of 5 stars. If you want a full review, I will be posting full reviews on my Goodreads for these books that I read in this period of 24 hours. So if you want to check my like full thoughts and feelings on them, I will have that linked below. Yeah, and they should be up by the time this video is up. And if not, just keep your eye out for them because they will be up eventually within this week. So I am going to start an audiobook while I get ready in like comfy clothes and like for bed and everything, and like take off my makeup and wash my face and all of that fun stuff. And my audiobook is gonna be The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, because I have this because my mom got this on Audible, so I was like, yeah, might as well. It's also, I think it's decently short. I think Yeah, it's like around 300 pages, so I'm sure I can, my goal is to get like maybe a quarter of the way in tonight, and then I'm gonna be picking up a graphic novel to read before I inevitably fall asleep. I am gonna be falling asleep just because I don't do well staying up for a full 24 hours, but I'm also planning on waking up early, so we should be fine, you know? But yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. So this was book 178 of 352, which is 50.57%. So we are already increasing by a little bit. Yeah, that's it for right now, and I'll update you tomorrow morning when I wake up. Hello, good morning. Okay, so it is 8 a.m. I originally woke up at 7:30. Which I wanted to wake up earlier, but I forgot to set an alarm, so that's fine. And I've had to, like, you know, deal with the dogs this morning, let them out and everything, and wake up a little bit more. It is now 8 a.m., meaning I have exactly 12 hours left of this readathon. And, even with all of the added caffeine in the world, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it the 12 hours. I'm so exhausted. But anyways, so last night, like I mentioned, I was going to listen to a little bit of the Midnight Library to get myself ready for bed, and that's exactly what I did, and I'm on page 61. So I didn't get too far into it, but, you know, yeah, not bad. And then I read all of Fangs by Sarah Anderson, so that is book 179 of 352. So I'm now at 50.82%, I think. I think that's what it was. Maybe it was 50.85. Something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, so I am on a roll, and I'm assuming that this next book is going to push me over the 50% mark, hopefully. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna, because I slept on the couch last night. I don't know why I did, but I did. So I think I'm just gonna lay here on the couch and listen to a little bit of the Midnight Library. Sorry, I just yawned. To wake up, and then when I make breakfast and like change into normal people clothes, I'm just gonna continue listening through all of that and hope to make it a decent bit farther. Yeah, that's it for right now, and I will be once again updating again sometime later. So goodbye for right now. Hello, it is now 11 a.m. and I just finished The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. And so this was book 180 of 352, meaning I am now at 51.14%, I think. I think that was the number. Yes, 51.14%. So we're doing pretty good now, and I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just pick up another audiobook instead of trying to read something else. I don't know. My brain is still very exhausted, so listening to audiobooks is going to be a lot easier than trying to like physically read something right now, even if it is like a graphic novel or manga. So I think that's what I'm going to do, especially because I want to do journaling. And I might like record me journaling for you guys. I don't know. We'll see. And then, yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start another book. I haven't decided what book to start yet, but I will obviously update you again before or after I finish it. I don't know. I am feeling extremely exhausted, and I've already had a cup of coffee so far. So I'm hoping the second, because I just started myself a second cup. I'm really hoping that helps. But if it doesn't, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, because I mean, I have like an energy drink, but I don't really want to go there quite yet, you know, because it's only 11 in the morning. It's literally not even like, yep. So I'm gonna go pick a book and figure out what I'm gonna read. Yep, that's it for right now. Update you again in a little bit. Hello again. So I took a bit of a nap. I knew I was gonna take a nap, and I was gonna take like a 20-minute power nap because 20-minute naps really just, they work for me. I've done them in the past and they're so well. But I slept through the alarm I set, so I ended up taking like a 2.5 hour nap, maybe 3 hour nap. I can't remember what time it was when I fell asleep, but it was a long nap. It was a very, very long nap. Now it is a little after 5 p.m. But with that being said, I'm gonna finish with Fire and High because I am on page 288. I have like 100 pages left. Yeah, I have exactly 100 pages left. So that'll probably be like maybe an hour of audiobook listening. I'm not sure. And then I was originally gonna read Death Note volume 2, but the thing is that's a bind up of volumes 3 and 4, so it would take me a decent chunk of time to get through it. So I've decided to drop that and pick up a smaller graphic novel, and I'm going to be going with The OK Witch by Emma Steenkellner, I think. I'm not really sure. I probably said that wrong and I'm so sorry. And I've actually already started this a little while ago. And I'm already like 25 pages in. So I think it would be super quick to fly through those first 25 pages. And then obviously it's a graphic novel with not much text. What? Not much text? Is that a sentence? Not much text. I don't know. My brain is not here anymore. So yes, I'm gonna finish with Fire and High. I'm gonna read The OK Witch, and then I'm gonna be done with this because mentally I am done. I'm so exhausted. And I was honestly like, when I woke up from that nap, I was just like, I'm just gonna not finish this. But no, I wanna I wanna finish it. I wanna do good. I've already read, I think, 3 books so far, so I'm not doing bad. I'm kind of happy with the results so far. And even though this was a fail at staying up for 24 hours, I'm kind of fine with it because it's probably the most sleep I've gotten in a very long time. So it's a win-win. But I will probably be doing 24 hours readathons in the future, and hopefully then I will actually like be prepared mentally to stay up for most of the 24 hours instead of sleeping for several hours during the day. But it's okay. It's okay. So my goal is to finish this while I prepare myself some dinner, which is ironic because she's a chef, so it just fits. It fits. And then while I eat, I don't know, I might read this while I eat. I haven't decided. I don't know. Also, this is probably only like 2 hours worth of time, but I've decided I'm just gonna stop after I finish this. And I'm just gonna cut it off there because I am just, my head's not here. So we're just gonna cap it off at that. But yeah, so I'm gonna update again in a little bit. But yeah, cool. That's it for now. I'll talk to you in a minute. Yep. Hello. So it has been a couple days since I finished my 24-hour readathon, and I'm proud of myself, but I'm also a little disappointed because I kind of failed, but it's okay. It's okay. I managed to read 5 books within the time, and I'm pretty impressed with that, you know. That's not bad at all. But yeah, so before I also didn't end up updating again after that last update, just because I was exhausted and mentally drained, and I just needed a break away from everything. So yes, but I am back, and I'm gonna do a little wrap up as well as just a little chat. So first thing I wanted to talk about, as I mentioned, I read 5 books, so I'm now at 182 books of 352 for a total of 51.7%. That is pretty good, and I'm impressed with that number, and I'm really happy with it. And I'm going to continue to try and like raise the amount of read books versus unread books I have on my shelf, just because it bugs me. And if it doesn't bother you, that is completely fine. You know, you are allowed to own however many unread books you want to own. That, like, by all means, that's fine. It's just, it tends to bug me whenever I look at my shelves and see all of the unread books, but that's fine. Anyways, so I'm gonna go into the books I read. The first book I read to start the night was From the Desk of Zoe Washington by Janae Marks. I ended up giving this a 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved this. I also cried so much at the ending, so probably was not the best book to start off with. And if you want a fuller review for these books, I have started posting like actual reviews for them up on my Goodreads, and they should be up by the time this video is up. But if not, just keep an eye out within the next couple of days, because I will be trying to get to those. But I'm also like a full-time student and working, so it's been kind of difficult, but I will try and get to those soon. So just keep your eye out if you do want to see my like full thoughts on these books. Then yeah. The next book I read was Fangs by Sarah Anderson. This is a cute little graphic novel about a vampire falling in love with a werewolf, and it was absolutely perfect. I think this was a 5 out of 5 stars as well. Just, I loved it. Then I read The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, which kind of left me a little disappointed. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars, but honestly, I did this to myself. I was expecting something completely different, so that's kind of why I was a little upset by it. But I still, like, objectively, it's good. In my eyes, it's good. But I was also not, like, I was expecting something different, so I was a little let down. But that's on me. Then the next book I read was With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. Give it 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely amazing. It was a wonderful experience. And then I finished off the night with The OK Witch by Emma Steinkellner, I think. And I'm between a 4 and a 5 star for this one. But once I post it on Goodreads, obviously that'll be the answer. Yeah. So with the total of these 5 books being read, I read a total of 1,333 pages, which seems like a very good number. I'm pretty sure that's around the total of It by Stephen King. So theoretically, I could have just read that book. But yeah, I'm really happy I did all of this reading, and it really like upped my like confidence for how many books I've read on my shelves, so that's really good. And now I can buy more books without feeling so bad. Yes, that is it. I hope you enjoyed. I am hopefully I'm gonna try and do one of the tackling my TBRs once a month. Granted, I also like don't want to put too much pressure on myself, but I'm gonna try to do it once a month. And I really liked doing this 24-hour readathon, even though I didn't really do a 24-hour readathon all that well. But I am gonna try and do them more like regularly throughout the next couple of months, just because I really enjoyed it and I got a lot of reading done, and it put me in such a reading mood because I was feeling a little groggy after finishing Lost in the Neverwoods. So like basically forcing myself to pick up book after book did like worked really well. So I think I'm gonna try and do this like more often, especially when I'm like feeling like I'm coming into a book hangover. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please like and leave a comment and maybe even subscribe. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.